remember I was in the trading pits in 1988 and talking to one of my bosses, and he was pointing out all these negative things about the bond market. And I was bullish. I'd only been in the business for a few months. And I remember realizing, oh, this is someone who's clearly much smarter, clearly dug in the weeds much more than me. And he's missing sight of the forest because he's focusing too much on the trees. It's a lesson I learned really early, is focus on the forest. And particularly also, I don't always have the intellectual capability to focus on all the trees. Say someone like you might, and some of my much smarter colleagues. So to me, it's the macro forecast. How you price in and quantify this paradigm shift is much more difficult. I just say it's bullish. Prices should go higher. And then I'll throw my technicals to help define that. And that's why I look at Bitcoin right now. It's probably put in a good floor. At least a few weeks ago, I thought it was putting a good floor around 50,000 and it's going to be heading towards 100,000. Now I think that floor has moved up to 60,000. And Ethereum, a very good floor, just about 4,000. Good ceiling around 5,000, but it's just incrementally higher. And I checked up my technicals. They're not overbought. And I focus on weeklies. A good lesson I learned is don't look on daily charts. Just going to make you lose your hair. See, I can tell. I used to do that. So to me, it's but it's the focus on the force. And that is, it's the questions I get asked. I don't have any inside scoop, but when I hear some major institutions on the planet asking me about cryptos, explain this stuff to us, Mike, explain it to me. And I see the headlines. I just love, there's nothing like being addicted to information. It's the headlines that really matter versus the sensational ones. Like the key headline that really struck me Q1 was every single entity that said they were getting into or getting exposed to cryptos because, quote unquote, organic demand pull, our customers want it. Jamie Dimon said it recently, because our customers want it. So I need to know, but it's consensus across the board from every place. And I think it's because smarter people on the planet don't want to get blockbustered. They don't want to get Kodak'd, and they see what's happening. And it's just simple insurance risk reward policy. Why do we have life insurance? I don't expect to die, but I got to have it. Hopefully I won't. Why do you have car insurance? This to me is part of that life insurance stage. We're not even near that part of our allocation stage, the 60-40 mix. I published almost 2 years ago. I wrote 60-39-1 is kind of the joke, meaning that one is Bitcoin. And to me, it's becoming that significant. And the question for us, Justin, is what stops it. There's going to be blips, but we're at that stage now. So I think every dip is going to be limited. It'll be just about how much we back up from new highs. And that's the stage we're in. We've already had a pretty significant correction this year, which means solid base foundation for moving higher. And it's the fundamentals that just watch the headlines. What entity is not have an itchy trigger finger to start allocating to some form of cryptos, if not through equities,